Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today we are going to be doing a reading for Pluto in Aquarius for the signs Gemini, sorry, not Gemini, but maybe the messages here could relate to Gemini as well. But this is for water signs, so Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. Alright, so let's dive in and let's see what is coming up for you guys for the water signs for Pluto transiting in Aquarius for the next 20 years. How is it going to change your life? What changes are coming up in terms of your personal life and the overall theme, you know? I've already done this for the earth signs. You can check out the previous readings that I have done. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out the description box below. Alright, my loves. So let's see what's coming up for Pluto for the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pluto in Aquarius for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. What's coming up for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio for the next 20 years with Pluto in Aquarius? Okay, we have writing a will, we have gaming, we have tetragrammaton, friends setting up a DM. Okay, let's get the other set of cards. What's coming up for the water signs? We have Pawn Star, interesting. Okay, we have Ship Dock. Yeah, I was picking up some traveling energy for sure for you guys, you know, where maybe you'll shift to another country altogether. That's something I was picking up. We have Covering, Frozen. And let's get two cards from here. Spirit, what's coming up for the water signs? We have Running Out of Ideas. Okay. Rolling on flow, laughing, interesting. Okay. All right, so what's coming up for you guys in terms of Pluto transiting for the next 20 years in the water sign? Okay, I'm seeing you either inherit something either from your parents or you know, some kind of an inheritance that was left to you by your great-grandmother, your great-grandfather. I'm seeing you definitely inherit something big, something huge in your life. Now, this could be huge in terms of wherever you are in life, right? There's someone who has written your name in the will, and that is going to come up in the next 20 years where you will realize that this person who you thought maybe was not getting along that well with you, always had you in their mind. Okay, so this could be your parents as well, or one of your parents. Maybe you were not getting along very well with them, but they have literally written your name in the will, you know. So that's something that's going to come up very strongly in the next 20 years. If you are parents yourselves, I feel like you are going to write a will in terms of, you know, structuring it, knowing what to write, knowing what to give to whom, you know. These serious topics could be coming up in the next 20 years where you are focusing on these things. You're focusing on, you know, how you want to distribute your wealth and how you want to organize it in the upcoming years, right? So that's something very strongly that's coming up. Another thing that I'm seeing for you guys, water signs, is that some of you could be tapping into the gaming industry. Now, maybe you love playing some games, and there could be some games that come up where you can earn money to play games. So I'm seeing some of you definitely have a gaming career in the next 20 years, and you're going to be big, like you're going to be a star in terms of that career as well, you know. So whatever industry that you get into, you know, it doesn't mean that just because there's a porn star here means that you'll become a porn star, right? But whatever industry you're stepping into in the next 20 years, or whatever industry you are currently into, which you're developing your skills into, your focus into, you know, working hard towards that skill, towards that industry, it's going to pay off in a very, very big way for you guys in the next 20 years, okay? And it's due to the blessings of whatever divine being you believe in, you know. That divine being is supporting you throughout these 20 years to transform yourself, to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe the things that you used to like before, water signs, for example, maybe you were a chef, you know, and suddenly you see that, you know, you're not feeling that intrigued by cooking anymore. You know, you feel kind of lackluster. You feel like not doing it anymore and you want to get into the gaming industry, for example, that's just an example, but you could be in any industry. You could be a teacher and you want to study psychology now, so it could be anything, right? But whatever it is that you do, I feel like you're going to have a lot of success, right? That's definitely coming up. Now there's definitely an activation of ancient power within you. I'm picking up some ancient knowledge, some ancient power that is going to be activated within you in terms of maybe studying religion or getting some context out of the Bible or some kind of religious text that is going to give you a lot of wisdom, in terms of how it is that you are going to level up in your career as well. So this is something I'm seeing where you're developing some sort of superpowers, where you're able to see something in a way where you're able to grasp the knowledge out of it and then act out the wisdom of those religious texts through your willpower, through your sheer dharma, So you're stepping into your dharmic path in the next 20 years, water signs. It's going to be an ultimate transformation for you guys, right? And since you guys are water signs, we see the ship dock here, which is very, very interesting. So I'm sure you guys are water babies. You love being in the water, love surfing. Maybe you guys could go live near a beach, live on an island. Some of you could shift permanently in such an area where there could be a lot of spiritual activation, a lot of ancient activation, ancient knowledge activation that could happen, okay? I'm picking up some alien energy also. Some of you could come across some aliens or something like that, okay? Very interesting, right? Some of you could want to get into comedy or stand-up comedy, right? Even like meme accounts, for example, if some of you are into like writing funny memes or making up memes, I'm seeing some of you gain a very huge following in terms of those things because you're very good at it, or you're going to get very good at it in the next 20 years, okay? Now, there's someone in your life collective who is kind of out to get you, okay? For my Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, you people, I feel like you guys know that there is someone who is trying to set you up in terms of maybe stealing something away from you, whatever is rightfully yours. So it's very essential that in the next 20 years, you kind of understand what belongs to you, what assets belong to you, how do you want to segregate them. That's why we have the writing a will as the first card itself. It holds the most importance because this will determine what happens to your legacy, what happens to the generations that come after you, how your legacy continues in the world, right? So this is going to be the most essential step in terms of your life in the next 20 years, where you decide how you segregate this and organize this in the best manner possible, because there are people who are out to get you. There are people who are out to kind of attack your health. I'm picking up attack you in certain indirect ways to kind of get you cornered in some way so that your family could suffer later on, your children could suffer later on, So this has to be carefully organized, okay, and discreetly organized, right? Because there are certain friends or there could be certain family members who are very jealous of your success, right? I told you that you guys are succeeding in the next 20 years. There's a lot of money coming in, a lot of money, because you're becoming a star of whatever industry that you're stepping into, be it gaming, be it shipping, you're getting into it. Some of you could be into this industry as well, right? A porn industry as well. So you could be gaining fame in that, and there could be people who are really, really jealous of what you're building for yourself, right? So it's very important that whatever your assets are, whatever your income is protected for your family, right? For people who you truly trust and love and want to see them succeed in the future and want to see them grow. It's very important for you to set this up for yourself. Okay, because there are people who are very crafty in your energy who are going to either come up or who already are in your life, who are kind of setting it up so that the people who you love suffer, later on in life. And maybe some of you have already gone through this presently, but this situation is changing because you're already gaining a lot more income, a lot more status in whatever industry you are in. So that will ensure that whatever security you need for the people that you love is definitely intact and is stable, for you and your family and your loved ones, right? Because again, with the covering here, I'm picking up that there's some covering on the tracks that these people are crafting, so that they don't get caught in trying to steal something from you or trying to take your asset or steal your asset in some way, shape or form, So that's definitely something I'm picking up. Now, at times you could feel like you're running out of ideas and your spirit team is laughing at you. Water signs. Your spirit team is laughing at you because your spirit team is like, you are an endless well of ideas. All you need to do is just go with the flow and you are going to get your creative powers back, but just because there are setbacks and challenges, you do not have the right to give up on yourself or to give up on the people you love, you know, because there are people who love you, but just because you have enemies who are against you doesn't mean that you give up and hurt the other people who care about you, you know. You have to be there for yourself as well as people who you love. So this is something that's coming up very strongly in your theme in terms of not freezing your heart, you know, for the sake of people who all they want is to take shortcuts in life and to cloud chase. I'm getting you will not be working hard, you will be working smart in the next 20 years. Okay, there are certain symbols that can help you with this. There are certain methods that you can use through religious text, which will be very powerful in the upcoming years for you guys. Okay, whatever targets there are to complete, for example, if you're in a business or in an industry where you have to complete certain targets, I feel like you'll be doing them very beautifully as well. Okay, some of you could be buying a ship or getting into shipping your products. So there could be a very successful, huge online business that you could be opening in the next 20 years, which will be very, very successful. So don't worry about running out of ideas at all. Okay, that's something that's coming up very strongly. Okay, so let's just turn these cards around and see what other themes are there. So we have the order. That's interesting. So that's telling me there's something legal that could happen in the next 20 years in terms of you getting your life back in order and organizing it, right? Which is why we had the will card here. So there could be some legal issues that maybe you are dealing with from the past, which you will be rectifying in the next 20 years. So there won't be any debts on you, or there won't be any issues or legal proceedings on you further in your family, in your bloodline. You're erasing any kind of debt that was on your bloodline. That's what I'm getting as well, right? So there's a lot of order, a lot of organizing, a lot of structuring your life in the best way possible for you to extract the best wisdom out of life, you know, and to provide for the people that you love as well as protect the people that you love. Okay, beautiful. Then we have the rune 𝗔𝗲, a year. Interesting. We have prosperity and fruitful harvest. What was I telling you guys? What was I telling you guys, right? So there's a lot of prosperity that's coming up for you guys and a lot of fruitful harvest. And this is because of you working hard and you not taking shortcuts and you having enemies but not giving up in spite of having them all, you know. And that's when the divine blesses you with a harvest that will never run out, you know. Touch wood, literally. Okay, touch wood for you guys. If you guys have any wood near yourselves, even touch that, because it's like these blessings are something that you deserve, and no jinx can, you know, harm your prosperity. Nothing can take it away from you. You have earned this right through divine order. Okay, because we have the tetragrammaton, which is the symbol of 𝗷𝗵𝗍𝗍, which is the symbol of God, basically, the Bible God, and then we have the order here, right? So it's coming from a very high divine order that prosperity is yours in the next 20 years. Okay, whatever prosperity means to you, it is going to come in multiple ways. It's not just in one way, right? You're going to be blessed in multiple ways, but you have to be receptive and open to it. You have to be open to receive the bounty that you deserve, okay? Because sometimes we can get so involved in our life and so involved in our hard work that we forget that, you know, we also have to sit and receive. We also have to rest as much as we are putting our efforts out there. So I see you working really smart, putting your work out there and then receiving, you know, without any guilt, without any shame, without any feelings of like you don't deserve it, you know. So this is happening through divine order. It's meant to happen. This is something that's written in your destiny. It cannot be changed. It cannot be it cannot be tainted in any way. All right. Even though people could come up to try to set you up, they could try to smile in your face and, you know, try to strategize behind your back on how to take away what's yours, but it's not going to work because the divine is on your side, right? And your enemies are going to have sudden setbacks, okay, where all their tactics are going to be revealed. I'm picking up, okay. So you need to work with this rune as well, the 𝗔𝗲 rune, okay. Beautiful. We have connecting with the elements. So water signs, you need to connect with the elements in the next 20 years. Fire, earth, air, water, spirit, okay. The power of your tongue is going to be extremely essential, right? Where whatever you are speaking, you're bringing into existence. So how are you talking to yourself? How are you talking to people? What have you done in order to, you know, fulfill your destiny in this world? How important has it been for you to fulfill your purpose? What is your purpose, really? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, what are you discovering about your purpose in the next 20 years? Because I see this occurring where you are realizing a lot of revelations are occurring in the next 20 years about where it is that you're meant to head. You know, a lot of opportunities are coming towards you, flowing towards you like water, you know, like a waterfall. Beautiful. I'm feeling that waterfall energy, and then I heard the bird right now, okay? Since I'm shooting this video in the morning, early morning. So connecting with the fire, you know, connecting with any fire element in any way, you know, for example, cooking or, you know, candle work, getting in touch with some kind of a fire deity, you know, and cleansing yourself, purifying yourself by asking for the help of that deity within yourself. It's not about praising any statue outside you or any deity outside you. They're all within you, right? Because the internal world is much more vast than the external world. And in the next 20 years, you will be connecting with all the elements within yourself, within your body, within your soul. You're going inside, and that's how the harvest is being magnetized towards you. It's like that Taurus field activation. Wow, this is next level stuff. Next level stuff, water signs, okay? Next 20 years are going to be fruitful like anything. It's beautiful. Okay, what's the next card? We have Pharaoh. Wow. So you guys definitely have some Egyptian bloodline energy here. Let me just have some water. I could hear you guys like telling me, please have some water. You've been talking, you know, so I love you guys. You guys are so caring and loving, and especially water signs. I love you guys, literally. You know, you guys are so caring and concerned, you know, about everyone. You have so much empathy, and I feel like that's why you are getting blessed with so much love from the divine, okay? So with the Pharaoh here, this is some very, very powerful Egyptian energy that's coming through. We're getting Egyptian magic and god powers, telekinesis, time bubble generation. I'm picking up like you are aging in reverse, water signs. In the next 20 years, you're going to realize that you're aging in reverse. I feel a lot of dietary changes. I feel a lot of you studying Egypt or studying the order of Egypt and how the pharaohs conducted themselves, what were the rituals, ancient magic, right? Because we had the ancient card here, remember, 𝗃𝗃, and we have the pharaoh. So you have a very, very strong divine power that is supporting you in the next 20 years in terms of how it is that you're managing your order, your time, your structure. How is it that you are going to embark on this beautiful journey where you and your loved ones are prospering throughout, you know? This is something that you're going to be discovering. This is going to be like a secret discovery that you're going to discover, you know? And this will definitely help you help others, you know, in whatever industry that you step into, right? We have the god powers here. So you are going to get some very divine powers, right? So make sure that you are not distracting yourself with extreme technology. Try to go within as much as possible. Try to meditate as much as possible. This is my ultimate advice to you guys, water signs. It's very, very essential for you to meditate in order for the divine order to bring you these god powers, okay? You will get downloads about Egyptian magic, about purifying yourself, purifying your aura, to get sudden downloads from the divine. And this will happen by connecting with the elements within. So you need to get some books about how can you connect with all the elements within yourself, right? And then you can do those rituals, and those deities and those energies and spiritual powers will start gathering within you, you know, and rising up from within you, okay? And something about the eyes. So some of you could be going through some kind of an eye surgery. If you guys have been having some problems, the next 20 years you could go through some eye surgery. Some of you could magically transform your eye power. So if you guys are wearing specs, I feel like some healing powers will remove your eye power. So your eyesight will heal completely, transform completely. Some of you are going to learn the secrets of death. Okay, yeah, secrets of death for sure, you know. And again, we have the covering and we have the mummification. This is interesting. So wrapping something up. So you're wrapping a cycle here, you know, you're wrapping an old version of yourself and you are unwrapping a completely new version, you know. You are birthing a new version of yourself. This is a new birth for you, and this is happening through the divine, you know. In terms of whatever it is that is going on in your life now, in the next 20 years, you're completely transforming, completely, like you won't recognize yourself in the next 20 years, okay, due to the magical powers that are surrounding you, the magical energies that are supporting you through this journey, okay? Wow. You will discover something about technology as well, okay, something to heal people with this kind of technology, time bubble generation, right? So it's telling me that some kind of teleportation energy, telekinesis, definitely something to do with like time traveling through meditation as well, okay, with some kind of technology like crystals, organic technology is what I'm hearing. Okay, something about organic technology. Then we have cryptocurrency. Wow. Yes. Water signs. So some of you have definitely invested in cryptocurrency. You are going to see a lot of growth if you have invested in that. So if you haven't already, you need to research about it. According to what I have researched, I think Bitcoin is the best cryptocurrency to invest in currently, because they don't have an unlimited supply of Bitcoin. They have a limited supply which will run out eventually, right? So it's very essential for you to step into that bandwagon before, you know, the moment is lost, before the opportunity is lost. So you need to research more about cryptocurrency. If you come across anything, please let me know in the comments down below. I would really, really love to know. And even the other people who come as a soul group to my channel to watch these videos will get help and assistance from your financial research and your ability to help other people as well grow financially, right? Because you guys are definitely blessed, and it's very, very important to share when you are in that energy of harvesting, right? It's very important. That's what we are taught in Vipassana as well, that whenever we are gaining something, whatever income we gain, 60% should be kept with us and 40% should be donated, right? So in whatever way that you can give to others would be very, very essential, so that you can keep harvesting more and more without any shortages. And I feel like you guys are also getting more minimalistic in the next 20 years, right? Where you won't need too much, because you will have everything, and then you will become more charitable. Some of you could open charity as well, like cryptocurrency charity is what I'm hearing as well, right? Then you could accept cryptocurrency at your shipping dock. If you are buying a ship for yourself, or you're literally shipping products, you could accept cryptocurrency as your main form of payment method, right? To your business. Okay, so that's something that's definitely coming up for you guys in the next 20 years. We have psychic surgery, beautiful. I am a spiritual surgeon, right? That's my caption literally beneath my brand name, which is 𝗵𝘃𝗍. So I love this card, literally. Okay, this is very, very personally connected to me. So it says here, the ability to remove disease or disorder from within or over the body tissue via an energetic incision that heals immediately afterwards. I told you, water signs, you're getting a lot of divine order powers that are going to birth a new civilization into being. This is what is being activated in the water signs right now, because you guys are very powerful in terms of transference of energy energetically, right? It doesn't have to be physically. So you guys could be learning new forms of psychic surgery, new forms of energetic healing, so that the deep traumas, the deep ancestral woundings of the collective can be removed and can be extracted from them. I'm hearing it's going to be painful, but it's very necessary. Okay, some of you could be literally opening up Vipassanas yourself, I'm hearing. Okay, some of you could be going to Vipassana retreats and then serving there and transforming people's lives. Some of you could be opening meditation centers in places where people need that transformation, right? Holding certain retreats and taking people out on retreats is also what I'm hearing. Accepting cryptocurrency for the same. Right? Some of you could be becoming surgeons in the next 20 years as well, right? Or some of you could be becoming psychics by connecting to all the elements within, right? Wow. So a lot of diseases will be removed through your energetic surgery, through your psychic surgery, through your surgical powers, okay? And this is coming from the divine to you, okay? So you will never run out of ideas. I promise you that. Like this next 20 years, the divine is with you as long as you go within. That's the ultimate secret, going within, not trusting everything outside of yourself, but following your own leadership first to then build upon that by collaborating with others, okay? Then we have warlock, yeah. Somebody is definitely either becoming a warlock, okay? So some of you are definitely becoming warlocks. Some of you are facing very heavy amount of like evil eye, and like, because again, with a huge destiny comes a huge responsibility, and with that comes a lot of evil eye, right? So there will be some opposition to you, where there will be people who will be against your prosperity, against your fruitful harvest. Why? Because you're going towards divine order. You're following your divine order, right? So this is going to be something that you will have to protect yourself from. And again, with these powers, you will know how to do that for yourself. You will know how to protect yourself in the best way possible, okay? So that's something that's coming up very strongly. We have library, and we have legumes, water. Oh my God, water signs. I mean, this is beautiful, okay? We have the water rune for you guys. So with the library here, I'm getting that you guys are going to read up a lot of books. Some of you could have water sign, earth signs in your chart as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you need to watch that reading as well in terms of the Pluto in Aquarius energy, okay? Because there's a lot of messages for you in that reading as well. But for you water signs, I feel that you're definitely going to become a wealth of knowledge in terms of what you learn about in the next 20 years. You're going to learn a lot about a lot of different things, right? Your mind is going to expand. You are going to become more open-minded in terms of the kind of knowledge you're grasping. You're not just depending on one leader to give you all the answers, because one person cannot be the god of everyone, right? Like there's a lot of different modes of knowledge, a lot of different interests that you will start to awaken within yourself. Once you realize that you have a lot of free time on your hand, you will not want to waste even a single moment of it. You will want to learn You will want to grasp. Some of you could be getting into university. Some of you could be getting out of university and starting your own business. Some of you could be starting your own library. Some of you could be starting some online library or audiobooks. You could be releasing your own books, you know, your own series of books, volumes of books, I'm hearing, on the topics that you love. For example, cryptocurrency could be one, you know, online businesses could be one, if you already have an expertise in that, and they are going to be like the best sellers, you know, that's what I'm hearing. So whatever you sell will become the best seller in the next 20 years, okay, because of your homework on that, right? Because you have the power of water with you, right? So it says here with the 𝗧𝗏 rune, you have to work with these 2 runes, by the way, in the next 20 years to bring in that prosperity, to bring in that harvest for you guys, okay? We have here the power of renewal, okay? Now something with the water and leak is coming up. So make sure that when you are going on this adventure, when you are embarking on this beautiful journey, that your ship doesn't have any leakage, right? Because if it has a leakage, your ship will drown. That's something that's coming up very strongly. So make sure that there are no leakages in terms of your energy as well, okay? Energy leakages with the psychic leakage, right? So there could be some leakages that you will have to rectify within your energy before you can help heal others as well, okay? Some of you will definitely become healers, like I said, but again, the power of water here, the power of renewal. So you're renewing yourself. I told you, you are rebirthing yourself in the next 20 years. You will have a lot of psychic dreams, okay? So make sure that you have a dream journal, or you are recording on your phone audio messages whenever you wake up about what did you dream about. And then some of you could be becoming dream interpreters as well, you know? Some of you could be helping other people renew themselves. I'm hearing through some psychedelic experiences, okay, but not in a way which is harmful to the health, but like microdosing and things like that. That could also be coming up here, okay? Blue lotus I'm hearing, cacao I'm hearing, right? Some of you could be having those experiences by going to these workshops and getting very inspired and starting your own, right? So a lot of inspiration coming in the next 20 years here. We have fantasies. So some of you, all your fantasies are going to come true in the next 20 years, okay? Whatever you've fantasized about, you've dreamed about, some of you have manifested it, some of you have really, you know, thought about it strongly in detail and wished for it. It's going to come true in the next 20 years, okay? Flow, see the deep, right? So you're going deep within yourself. You're going within yourself to understand how can you go with the flow of these energies. Maybe there are times when you feel a little lackluster. Maybe there are times when you feel like, no, this is not the right answer. What am I doing wrong? You could lack some confidence, and then those will be the times when you will have people around you that will support you. There will be spiritual energies that will be supporting you. So never ever doubt your spiritual powers and your spiritual team that are going to help you in this process of renewal and rebirth, right? Because you're going in the deep, and sometimes going in the deep requires you facing those sharks, those whales, and deep subconscious layers within yourself. There could be some tears that are coming up because you're releasing that old version, like that mummification of your old version is happening, where you're wrapping up that cycle and you're entering a brand new cycle. You're letting go of certain people, you're accepting and inviting new people and receiving from new people. So it's not going to be easy, right? But it's totally going to be worth it, okay? Then we have the unknown. So you're diving into the unknown. You're diving into territories where you have never gone before. You know, whatever interested you right now or in the past will not interest you anymore in the next 20 years. You're going to have completely new interests in your life, right? We have success here in travel, success in travel or acquisition, but with possibilities of loss as well, right? So there is, again, there's this ebb and flow, this up and down, how the water moves in and out, right? So there's this ebbs and flows that you will have to flow with, basically. You know, there are times when you have to let go. There are times when you have to let in, you know. You have to open your heart towards certain people and you have to take that risk. So those things will definitely be coming up in terms of you adjusting to these new changes that are coming about. I do see a new love connection as well with the water here. I do see a new person that's coming into your life. If you're not already with a person, if you guys are married already, I feel like there's going to be a deep renewal of that relationship, okay, where even if there are certain challenges, you both will conquer it together and thrive out of it. You know, you will be successful out of it. Any kind of pain will be turned into or transmuted into harvest and prosperity and fruitful energy for you guys, right? And there could be certain loss that you have had to face maybe in the past, but you will be renewing it by recovering it on like 10 to 20 times more than what you have lost in the past, right? So keep that in mind, my loves, okay? Wow. Water signs, this was an incredible Pluto and Aquarius reading for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below whether you are feeling grateful for this energy or not, right? Because this requires a lot of gratitude, a lot of being humble towards the divine for how much they are supporting you and helping you in your journey towards your evolution in this lifetime, okay? So thank your guides, thank your higher self for guiding you through everything. Spirit, higher self of my water signs. Please guide us. What is coming up? What is the advice for my water signs in the next 20 years? What is the advice for my water signs? We have courage. Beautiful. So since you're embarking on this new journey, water signs, where you will be stepping into new positions of leadership, of authority, of power in this world, you have to have that courage within yourself to face certain losses head on, without letting it wither you, without letting it control you, because loss teaches us a lot. Mistakes teach us a lot, and we sometimes have to have the courage to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. We are all designed to be flawed in some way or the other. But when we go within, when we rectify certain things that have not worked for us, and when we have the courage to let go of certain things that we are holding on to, we are then ready to embark on brand new journeys with brand new challenges and with a lot of bravery, right? So that is what divine is asking you to do right now, is to be open to courageously take the steps that are shown to you, because the divine will show you these steps, right? So the affirmation here is, let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. And divine is guiding you through these steps, okay? There will be layers upon layers of new information that will come up in the next 20 years, which you will have to unlayer, you will have to decipher, you will have to decode, and that is going to pull you more into the depth of yourself, more into the unknown of yourself. Some secrets of your truth would terrify you, but they are leading you closer to the God, to the divine, right, within yourself. So be courageous to meet the divine within, okay? That's something that's coming up very strongly in the next 20 years. Be courageous to face the losses and take them as badges of honor, badges of wisdom, that you get to carry on and expand your soul with, with this knowledge, right? So a lot of new experiences coming in for you, a lot of uncharted territories being explored by you in the next 20 years. Beautiful. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's the advice? We have divine love, or the divine loves you, water signs. You see that? That's the confirmation. In the next 20 years, you're going to feel the power of divine love. You're going to feel the power of the divine sending you love, sending you protection, sending you healing, sending you kindness through other people. There's going to be a lot of people who support you, who love you. You see all these butterflies here. So this is telling me that a lot of transformative people coming around you to help you grow your wings finally from where you were to where you are heading to, and you're going to have a lot of support, a lot of blossoming into this new energy. So do not be worried, right? A lot of people are going to love you, support you. I see a lot of fans, a lot of fan following in whatever it is that you are starting and getting into, or whatever industry that you are developing, right? It's going to gain a huge success, and that's because the divine loves you. And you're also going to have a spiritual relationship with a lover. It could be the person you're currently with and their relationship with you deepening into divine love, or you're meeting a divine love in the next 20 years, which is going to completely transform your life. It's going to change you. It's going to give you wings. And it's not going to be that love that is very restricting or caging. It's going to be a love filled with freedom, So it says here, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit, right? So it's about offering, so offering yourself, offering to your ancestors, giving offerings to the elements, giving offerings to the divine energy within yourself, to activate that Taurus field, to magnetize certain things towards you will be very, very essential. But doing it with detachment, not expecting things to happen, already knowing that they have happened for you, and basking in its success will bring it very, very quickly to you, right? That's what the divine is saying, is the ultimate evolution that you can go through in this lifetime is to let go, is to surrender to the divine. And that's when you gain the ultimate blessings of truth, and that's what is coming up for you in the next 20 years. You recognizing the power of divine love in your life and the blessing of it and the fruitful energy of that love, okay? Spirit, any other card, last advice for my beautiful water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, for this transition. Wow. Water signs, did you see that? And at the bottom of the deck, we have karma. This is your good karma, my loves. Anyone that has made you feel unloved in the past, anyone that has hurt you in any way, even though you didn't do anything to them, there was a lot of karma behind that, my loves. Okay? And now in the next 20 years, you're going to experience divine love. You're going to start falling in love with the divine, start falling in love with occult, with hidden knowledge, with mysteries, figuring out certain things for yourself, because this is going to open your heart and expand it, like your heart is going to explode towards ecstasy and bliss. This is what I'm hearing. Your heart chakra is blossoming like a lotus from the mud, So it says here, divine source is the idea that no person, place or thing is your salvation, only love itself, right? So this is what you're realizing. You're recognizing the power of love. You're tapping into the power of love in such a deep, magnetic way that it's going to fill up your aura. It's going to purify your aura from darkness into beautiful light, beautiful love. And there's going to be a merging of your darkness and your light and your love, merging. That's something I'm picking up for sure. And there's a lot of love coming towards you, okay? Love in your career, love in your love life, love for what you do, having the courage to love. These themes are going to come up because until now, if there have been challenges in these areas, have been because of karma. But now the karma is playing a divine role in erasing the negative karma to bring in the positive karma that you deserve, my loves, okay? So with the karma card here, it says there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. And you guys are breaking generational curses in the next 20 years. Mark my words, water signs. This is going to be the next 20 years of legends in the making. Okay, I'm not kidding you. I'm not just gassing you up. I'm not just making this up. I can see the double love card here, and there's a lot of cards in this deck. And 2 love cards coming in with divine love and love. You're going to be blessed in ways that you have not even thought of before. But for that, you have to make sure that you're working on your karma, which is why I told you, go within. The more you are struggling, the more you're facing any loss, go within. You have to have the strength to go within to find that divine love. Once you do, you and that love will be inseparable. There will be no stopping you after that. Have the courage to dive within. Have the courage to surrender to divine love when there are people that you love in the external world that don't reciprocate that to you, right? This will be the major karma for you and a major lesson in love for you in the next 20 years, my loves, okay? And this is how you will heal yourself and through that heal the world, okay? Water signs. So this is what I have for you, my loves. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. I would really, really appreciate it. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below where there is a tarot booking form. I have Etsy listings as well, which you can go through to book a reading with me. If you found this helpful, if any of this is resonating with you already, let me know in the comments down below, as this helps you meet your soul group and other people who are resonating with this message and get along and collaborate. And this is what I want on my channel. I want people to get along, I want people to collaborate, I want our soul tribe to come together, right? So this is what my mission is on this world, to collaborate with people, to make people come together in unity, in harmony together. All right, my loves, this is all I wish for. Love is all I wish for in all of you guys and through all of you guys, and my love, my divine love to yours, my loves, okay? So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this, and